What's up? Hold on. What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about lighting, specifically how I get all kinds of different looks with the touch of one button. One of the most important aspects of any video production is the lighting, and I've spent a lot of time to make sure this scene looks perfect. And what I love about my setup is that I can get it back to perfection with only one button press. Boom. By the end of this video, there's definitely going to be a couple tips that you're going to want to use to level up your video production. Let's get the gear out of the way. Let's have a talk. It's time for Gear Talk. Yo, Mechanic Man, can we get a list? Can we get a list right here? First and foremost, we have one Phillips Hue outdoor light strip. We have one GVM 560 LED video light. We have two Elgato key lights, then eight Phillips Hue white and color ambience A19 bulbs. When I first set this up, I talked to my friends who were filmmakers, and they pointed me to a lot of professional equipment. And the first thing I did was go, oh man, this stuff is really expensive. So I tried to find the kind of more inexpensive options. And it did work. But the problem was, every time I wanted to stream, I had to walk around and click. I had to turn all the lights on. And even the lights that had some kind of app integration, they had different apps for them. So I had one app for these lights and one app for those lights. It was so much hassle. And then I realized I could be using Phillips Hue lights for this. And I saw some other streamers using Phillips Hue lights. And I was like, all right, chat, we got to make this happen. So we made a goal on stream. We raised the money. And that's when so much started changing in terms of my ability to do bits on stream. Now that we talked about the gear, let's talk about how it's mounted, because some of the stuff I'm using is like professional lighting equipment.
Well, ooh la dee da, Mr. Frenchman.
And some of the stuff I'm using is DIY ingenuity. Let's talk about how that all works. All right, so the Elgato key lights are the easiest things to mount here. They come on these awesome stands. You just clip them onto your desk, tighten the little screw, adjust the angle, and boom goes the dynamite, you're done. Key light number one is right behind this camera, about a foot above, at 7,000K at about 30%. The other Elgato key lights to my left, and that one's a little bit lower, angled in. That one's also at 7,000K and at about 15%. When I first started this adventure, I wanted to be as professional as possible. So I tried to find light fixtures that come on those cheap light stands. You know, the ones where you buy the light stand and there's that little tiny plastic black fixture on it and it screws onto the post. I wanted to find those, but I just couldn't find them on Amazon like anywhere. After searching, I did find two of them. So two of these lights are mounted to professional light stand posts, and I got a little bracket and screwed it into the ceiling. But those were expensive. And then I realized I could just buy the cheap, old-fashioned like clip-on lights, like the ones you buy at Home Depot, the little metal wire ones, and then just hook them on anywhere. So that's what most of these are. Now, the light that comes out of the Phillips Hue bulb needs a little bit of help to get it to diffuse a little better. So I made my own little DIY diffused flood lamps, if you will, by using the metal cone that came with the clip-on lights and these little pieces of diffusion paper that I also found on Amazon. Super cheap. You just stretch them over, and then boom, you have nice diffused light in an easy little package. Some of these are clipped on the drum stands. Some of them are clipped onto other pieces of lighting gear. And this one is even just clipped onto a little screw that I put into the ceiling. Just like screw that hook in and clipped it on, and we good to go. The GVM light is a little bigger and a little heavier, so I had to use an actual mount for this one. So this thing is drywall anchored into the ceiling and it's just screwed in, boom, that's done. That one's pretty pro. Definitely looks pro, feels pro. It's a good light. Now the Phillips Hue light strip behind me, you can buy one that's made for indoor use, but in my opinion, the one for indoor use shows the individual LEDs, and I don't like the look of that. If you look at this one, watch, if I change the colors on this one, you'll see that it looks like one solid beam of light. And that's because the outdoor Phillips Hue strip has this heavy rubber diffusion thing across it. I could have bought the regular RGB strip and then got the diffusion plate and put that up, but I knew I wanted the diffused light. And I got the outdoor Phillips Hue strip as a refurbished product on Amazon, so save some money.
Cha-ching!
Now, to mount the Phillips Hue bulbs, I had to get a little creative. The reflectors were bright silver, and they made a lot of reflections on the side of the light I didn't want, especially the ones I have mounted on the drums, and when I use my cam bot, I didn't like that silver look on camera, so I spray painted them black. I got some matte black spray paint in the backyard, and now they're so much cleaner. Even this little custom baffle. You notice I got this little custom piece of cardboard hanging on one of these lights. That's because if I don't have that, my shiny dome looks like a red dot. Looks like a predator sight on my head all the time. Speaking of a shiny head, there's a reason I don't use an edge light or what's called a hair light. Mainly because I don't have any hair. I tried using an edge light when I first started streaming, and it always had this shine. So currently, I'm not using any kind of backlight other than the backdrop. So let me show you some of the room main lights just so you can see everything. So here's everything off. This is every light in the room being turned off. And now, here's all the lights. If I want to turn off my key lights are off, and now you only have the room lights. Here, let me give you all the cameras here, okay? Here's what the room looks like with only the background lights. Here's with the key lights up. Let's turn all the lights off. You can see which of these cameras has auto white balance. And here's everything back on. When I was setting all this up, one of the main concerns that my friends in the film and video world had was flicker. You might have seen this. Sometimes you'll get everything set up, you'll get the camera going, and you'll be like, what's that?
Oh no! Oh no!
And you'll see this this flicker happening, all right? I'm not smart. I can't tell you exactly why that happens.
Sorry, not smart enough.
Has something to do with the camera cycling. I don't know, maybe Mechanic Man can edit in some reason for that. Hey, why did the lights flicker all weird? So my film and video friends were worried that these non-film lights would cause flicker effects. But I'm here to tell you that on my setup, these Phillips Hue bulbs work great, and there's no flicker with them. You might be asking yourself,
hey Enterprise, how do you do all this while you're gaming and streaming and make it look so smooth?
the answer is
Equipment synergy.
let's talk about it. 3 companies make the gear that makes it all work. Elgato, Phillips Hue, and Lumia. Phillips Hue bulbs are incredible. Yeah, they're expensive, but their software and their software integration is fantastic. All the Phillips Hue bulbs communicate with my router via the Phillips Hue bridge. Then Lumia Stream controls all the different color arrangements. Then I can use the Stream Deck to create macros that do a lot of different things at the same time. For instance, right now on my phone, I can click and I can turn on any of these different effects. Maybe just one individual effect. So here we go. What's this one? Oh, this one's TMNT. It flashes through the turtle colors and then you get a green. I know, clever, right? Here's rainbow. Rainbow's a good one. Everyone likes rainbow. Here's a strobe effect. Yeah. Classic strobe light. I call this one Quantum because it kind of matches the colors for Quantum Travel in Star Citizen, my primary game on Twitch. I call this one Aquaman because
It's aqua.
I call this one Eiffel 65 because we go entirely blue. Dabu dee, dabu da. A really cool thing I can do on my stream is that I can let you, the audience, control the lights. So when you see me drumming and you see the lights moving around, those are all effects fired off by the subs on my Twitch channel. I'm not doing that. You, the viewer, are doing that. That's one of the reasons Twitch is incredible compared to a video like this where all I can do is make it and you can consume it. I mean, you can go in the comments. I mean, hell, why don't you go in the comments right now and let me know what you think about my lights and if you have any Philips Hue lights or other system to control on your stream. So I can fire off individual lighting effects, but the real power is the multi-action buttons that do all kinds of stuff at the same time. One of my favorite multi-actions is my custom red alert. So here's the normal scene when I'm on my just chatting. But if something goes crazy, I hit the button.
Danger, danger, red alert, red alert. Nobody panic. Don't panic. Everything's fine. It's gonna be okay.
And then one click of a button and we're back to normal. This is a YouTube video. Get this metrics out of here. There we go. We're not on Twitch. But I could be on Twitch. Why don't you scroll down in that description and give a click? Maybe I'm live. Come say hi. Come say hi and let me know you were just watching this video. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, starting at 1900 UTC. You can find links in the description of this video to all the products I talked about and all the software I talked about. So hopefully that was a little illuminating for you. Huh? This is the second in my series of videos all about the studio. If there's a part of the studio that you would really like to know more about, please tell me what it is in the comments. That kind of thing can help me when I'm planning for future videos. If you're liking this video and you want to support what I do, please give me a good old like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get those notifications every time I post a new video. If you're really enjoying my content, please consider my Patreon. All Patreon members get a bunch of stuff. I do extended versions of all my YouTube videos, Captain's vlogs, podcast, behind the scenes video and pictures, also special permissions on the Discord. All that and more, Patreon link down below in the description. Just take a look at all these Patreon members. Look at them. Whoa, look at that name. Whoa, look at that. That's a screen name. Whoa.
Wow, look at that screen name.
Don't you want to get your Patreon name listed with the others? That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at my lighting setup. If you have more questions about how I make this work, jump on over to my Twitch channel and ask me live in person. I'm probably streaming right now. Link down in the description. See you on Twitch.